Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Bushcraft Family here. Today, as you can see in the title, I decided to go through my people who I'm subscribed to and whatnot and pick out the top 21. No, I wasn't going to do 20 because there's too many 20s in my title, so I'm added one extra, so it's 21 of the top 21 uh, people who I'm subscribed to, and once it gave me inspiration and just some that I was subscribed to for many years before when I started my channel the first time um, until it got taken down. I still had those subscriptions um, and never left them. There's a couple of those in there, but let's see. Yeah, just some channels that I've grown to be friends with, and they inspire me and stuff like that. Just some channels that stick out, and I thought I would go over to with them with you guys. And there's many more. Don't think I'm leaving you out if I'm subscribed to you or not, and whatnot. Love everybody that I'm subscribed to, but I couldn't just stick my like 150, 200 subscribers in this. So let's go ahead and get to it. It might be a little bit slow because I got a lot of tabs open on my browser here. Now, here we have Ridge Life, and they're not in any order. I just went and mixed them all up in there. There's no number 1 to number 21. It's just whatever I put it in at that time, that's where they're at. So, Ridge Life. This guy is one heck of a character. And he just doesn't make videos to put them out there. He also does a lot for the community and whatnot. He goes around to everybody's channels and um, comments and all that stuff. So he's a really good guy. He on certain days he has um, where he does a live stream and he shows off videos for the small guys. And I've actually been on it a couple times, so I appreciate the extra visits of people from that live stream that he does. But I'm gonna put everybody's links and everything down in the description below. So please at least go check them out. If you like them, then drop a sub and comment and tell them Bushcraft sent you. Um, well, yep. Let's go ahead and get started. We have a lot to go through. So, like I said, um, great guy. You have to check him out for yourself. Now let's go ahead for the next one. Next one is This Beautiful Life. These two guys, wonderful people. I came across the first time I came across their channel was when the Oklahoma meetup with Jason Crocker and the Sawyers, and I I subbed not knowing who they were because I was subbing to everybody that went to the meetup and everything because I was so ready to go to the meetup, and then I got an appointment for my son's Social Security that I couldn't miss. So I had to had to go to that. So I missed the meetup. I really wanted to go um, down in Oklahoma. Plus, any reason to go down to Oklahoma, I get to see my son because he's stationed there. Well, not at the moment. He's overseas deployed, but yeah. But they have like live stream Tuesdays is one of my favorites. She goes in. makes some concoction or something that Patrick has to eat, and most of the time it turns out pretty good. He enjoys it, and they those two together are just wonderful, and I've enjoyed them since I've subbed to them. They go out in little adventures with their SUV and stuff, and it's great stuff. Okay, let's move along. And Rogue Preparedness. Okay, I've been subbed to her when she first. I was number 23 of her subs because I remember seeing her when she had 22 subs, um, way back way back when, and I actually emailed her because I didn't know how it worked. I actually emailed her and asked her if it would be okay if I put her in my um, on my channel for um, the usually at the bottom. I don't know if she has it. Yeah, right there. Feature channels. I asked her if I could put her in my feature channels because I enjoyed her channel. Um, she did a lot of because she was just gave birth to one of her kids, and would have been the first one, and uh, she was doing videos holding the baby and everything, and I just thought it was awesome, and I always learned something. So um, if you're into prepping and that stuff, um, she's a good channel to check out. And speaking of another channel, TJ Preps. I came across her channel and started watching her, and we've done a couple challenges together, and she's just one sweet lady. She does all this, and she also, just like me, I take care of I foster cats. Sometimes I'll have at one time I had 19 cats in my house. Yes, 19 cats, and it was horrible. But um, especially now during this the trying stuff that's going on, I won't get into, but the animal shelter was just bombarded with stuff, and they have to close, but they receive donations and stuff, and um, people will just go and shove the cats and leave them down there, even though they're closed. They have to keep going down there and checking because um, the animals would be left out in the cold and the rain and stuff. But that's let's get back to the story. But anyway, she also does the same thing. She takes care of stray cats and stuff and fosters them and then gives them out to nice families. And she's helped my channel quite a bit just by giving me shout outs and whatnot, and I really appreciate it. And yes, another good prepper. She does a lot of prepping, canning. You want to learn something about canning, she teaches you step by step and all that stuff. So make sure you go by and check out TJ Preps. Another family I came across, not quite sure actually how I came across them, but I did. Walker fam, Walker Farm Fam. Yes, I still have trouble with their name. I think everybody does. But yes, great family. I just love watching um, them and their kids do stuff together, and they have a nice farm, and they have one of the nicest chicken coops out there. I mean, I would live in it. If they ever wanted to get rid of it, I would turn it into a tiny house. It's that nice. It's like the Cadillac of chicken coops. But good family and stuff. If you want to check out a good, nice family oriented channel, this is the one to do. They're just wonderful. Love their kids. Their kids are awesome. Walker Farm Fam. There you go. Go check them out. And yes, the Crockers. Jason, I couldn't. I wouldn't be doing YouTube right now if it wasn't for him. Like I said, I've said before, I had just got my channel back after 5 years, 4 or 5 years, and the first video that popped up as soon as I logged in, at the very top was Jason trying to put a log on his lumber mill, and he sat down and started talking about he'd never given up and stuff like that, and it just inspired me to start my channel back up again, and that's where we're at now. Um, yeah, great guy. Um, you'll see him in a lot of his videos doing stuff with the Sawyers. Um, he's always wanting to go out and help people. I mean, he goes out and eats and leaves $100 tip. I mean, it's not like he's just trying to make money to for YouTube. He goes and spreads it out. He goes and gives people gifts, and he's just a really nice guy. You just have to watch him and check him out. Okay, next one is Paragon Ranch. I mean, they've had some really rough times this year with goats and stuff, um, but a wonderful family. I was gonna stick Mullet Man's channel in here together for them to both, but he needs his own little spotlight, so he'll be in a little bit later. But um, these guys are wonderful. I mean, I wish I had parents like this when I was growing up. These guys are wonderful. And if you want to know about goats, what to give them, medicines, about sicknesses and stuff like that, she's like top notch. One of the ones to watch for goats and stuff. I've learned a lot. I've had a couple goats before, and um, I learned a lot from just watching her videos. So make sure you go by and check her out and her family. Wonderful, wonderful people. Next one, Alaskan Prepper. I came across this one from TJ Preps, and this guy breaks down stuff that's happening in the world and stuff like that. But not only that, he's just a wonderful human, plain and simple. He went out and donated like thousands of pounds of food, if you can see my mouse over here, um, to the Fairbanks Food Bank. And oh man, it just warms your heart knowing people out there like that. And when he does live streams and whatnot, all the money he goes and puts it to charity and stuff like that. It's just wonderful. Um, but please go check him out. He has a lot of good stuff for prepping and just letting you know the ins and outs of the true stuff that's going on in the world, just not what you see in the media and whatnot. Go check out Alaskan Prepper. Okay, now we go to Des, the traveling nurse, the hobo traveling nurse. Sorry, but Des is just a wonderful woman. She is a nurse, as you can tell. She's all geared up in the video you see her there. She does wonderful stuff. She's a nurse right there alone. That should give you enough to support this woman. But she is funny as hell. Like every time I watch her videos, I crack up laughing. I can't wait to see what she's into next, and I just get a kick out of her. Um, some of the skits and stuff she does is just wonderful, and she's a wonderful woman, and you need to go check her out. Um, Des is wonderful. Until the next one, here we go. Leave her wild. Jaylene, yes. I started watching her when she came to Jason's, and these two are wonderful together. No, they are not together. People need to calm down about that. Let them be. If they want to get back together, let them get back together. Stop pressuring them. Um, they seem like they're in a good spot now. Just let them be. And she's out right now traveling. She's probably on her way to California, Florida, so she's probably already there by now. She just, which I'm kind of worried because she went to Nashville to visit her family for Christmas, and you all know what happened in Nashville, so I haven't heard much from her since then. I mean, I don't go and check out her Instagram and all that, but I'm sure she's fine because Jason would have said something by now. But, anyways, she's started a van life with her van, and they've remodeled it, and it's coming along nice. And I'm really glad she's got Bandit to keep her company and protect her. But just a wonderful girl. Go check her out. Leave Her Wild. Another great channel. Next, Flavors and Textures. I came across. I'm not sure who I came across this one with, but this gal. Oh my God, she does some awesome meals. Every time I go and see one of her videos, I have to go get me something to eat because she makes me so dang hungry watching her cook. And she does canning and stuff like that. A lot of gardening. Really great. You need to go check her out. Flavors and Textures. Awesome. Okay, next one. Jared Crocker. Can't have one Crocker without the other one. Jared is a great guy. He's one hell of a character. I'm really glad to see him going up to his brother, his twin brother, and he's building a tiny house up there, but it's in the trees. Yep. Um, and he also gives me inspiration too. I had an accident where I was supposed to lose my leg because I cut 90% of the leg off, and they patched it together and said it was still living and everything, but I wouldn't be able to walk on it. But I proved them wrong. I can walk, but I'm not like 100% on that leg. So I know how some of the stuff that he's going through, like he's having had an incident jumping out of the shower. Um, I've fallen a few times getting out of the tub myself, so I know how it is, and that he goes and shares that is really good. I mean, a lot of people with disabilities try to hide them and stuff, and I think it's important for people to actually share that, and not that you want people to feel sorry for you, but show that you can do stuff, and I really appreciate what he does about that. And let's go to the next one. Sunnyside Slope. This guy is one heck of a character. As you can see, the first video you see up here is of Chip. And you just have to watch his videos. He puts little clips of other movies and stuff in here, and it's just wonderful. He's a hell of a character himself. But you really need to go check out Sunny Slope. He was also at the meetup, and that's how I started following him. Um, like I said, everybody was at the meetup. I subbed to everybody and started watching their videos and whatnot. And he's one hell of a character himself. And you got to have the Sawyers in here. Um, these guys are awesome. I mean, and they have a puppy that's the size of a small horse. This thing is going to be huge. I see them taking a walk, and they'll checking it, walking the dog, and other dogs are coming up to him, and he's bigger than the other dogs, full size big dogs, and it's hilarious how that dog is. But these guys, anything you want to know about rabbits, these guys are awesome with rabbits. He butchers them, shows you how to do it, and everything. Awesome. These guys are really, really good people. Really need to go check them out. Sawyer Ridge Farm. Good people. And we got to put some van lives in here. Van wives, I really like these two. Um, they go around in their little van with their two dogs, and some of the ventures they do are very cool. They just remodeled their their van and put a shower in there, and they're really excited about that. And I really enjoy watching these two with their adventures and stuff. If you're into van life um, videos and YouTubers, you gotta check them out. And then we have uh, Lena and Alec, um, which is her dog, and she's doing her van up too, and she's never done any woodworking or anything like this. But this girl is very talented. I'll tell you, she's doing her van, and some of the woodworking in here, I'm like really surprised. She made cabinets and drawers and stuff, and I'm like, holy crap, that's really good. And it gives you good ideas how to do your own if you was going to do that. And I was just totally moved by the way she has no experience in this or not, and she's doing all this off of YouTube. And I started following her on TikTok. Yes, I have TikTok. And I started following her on that, and she'll do little videos on TikTok, and then I started watching her on YouTube, and I'm like, you get little tidbits on TikTok, and then you can go watch her on the other on YouTube, and it's cool. But go check her out. Um, this is another person I was subbed to before I lost my channel. Well, it was locked up. My channel was locked up. Uh, Dave Canterbury. He was on Dual Survival on um, Discovery, I think it was. Yeah. Um, I knew him before that. Um, and I just, whenever I got my channel, I subbed to him. And to this day, I still go by what he teaches in his videos. The 5 C's of survival. If you have those, you can survive. Um, a cutting tool, a cover, a container, combustion, which is a fire starter, and cordage. With those 5 things, you can survive. Um, and whenever I do a bug out bag or something, that's the first 5 things I put in that bag. Everything else is just extra goodies. But bushcrafting and stuff like that, this is a guy. He goes into trapping, all kinds of stuff. Really good guy. I know he's from Ohio. I've met him a few times, so yeah, a really good guy. Um, Adler Farms. This is another good guy's a character here. Um, he had some hardship going on not too long ago. He lost his his farm and his house and everything, and it didn't deter him. You could tell he was pissed, which everybody would be of what had happened. But this guy is an awesome guy. Him and his son, well, and Big Boss, and uh, he moved his farm next, some property next to his parents, and he's having a little bit of trouble with some critters getting his chickens and stuff. But right now he's doing good. His one of my favorite two animals is Magneto, the chicken. Always getting the hens to follow him around, and Smokey the dog, a wonderful dog, great great livestock dog. Man, is really protective. He herds the animals, or like the turkey and the chickens, herds them. Doesn't want them to get out and stuff like that. It Wonderful guy. You need to go check him out. Adler Farms. Um, Next we have there he is, Oklahoma, a Journal in Life. This guy's 14 years old, I believe, and he's well experienced in videography and stuff like that. He knows his shots, and um, great character. And I'm still surprised he only has 700. I would really love to see him get up over that 1,000 mark. Great guy. also known as Mullet Man. He's come out with his own shirt and everything. His mom went and designed it and everything. Like I said, Paragon Ridge. I wish I had parents like that when I was growing up. Um, Great guy. You need to go check him out. And by the way, guys, just because it says subscribe, this is not my normal browser. This this browser is um, it's basically so I can't be seen on the internet. That's the browser I use, and I don't log on to YouTube or anything until I'm ready to go and comment and all that stuff. But anyway, we'll get past that. Anyways, let's go to the next one. We have TA Outdoors. I've been subscribed to them for a long time too. Um, these guys build bushcraft houses. Him and his dad and his friend. Um, they build Viking houses and stuff like that, and all by hand, all the ways it used to be done back in the olden days. And I tell you, some of the relaxing things I watch, it just makes me calm, and they don't talk or anything. All they do is, oh, darn it, I forgot again. Um, all they do is sit there and build these. They cook dinner out there sometimes, and it's so relaxing just watching them do this. Most of the time, I'll sit there and fall asleep watching them. But it's so relaxing, and I love watching that kind of stuff. And here we have our last one, the Angry Prepper. This guy has some great shows, and he has some great prepping and survival stuff you really need to go check out. He has live streams all the time where he has guests that he shouts them out. He does questionnaires with them and gives them shout outs and all that stuff. And he's a really nice guy. You really need to go check him out. But guys, that's it. That's all my 21 um, top 21 of 2020. And like I said, there's a bunch more I could have put in here, but I didn't want to make it too long. This is going to be a long video as it is, but I want to thank everybody for watching. Please, if you have time, go check out these channels that I've posted. They'll be in the description below. Sub to them, comment, tell them I sent you. Um, until next time, guys, God bless. Have a good one. Bye.